It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway from Seattle. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Ashton Davis there on the stop. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Set. Check go.
Here's a throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Second down carry for Achan. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Free inside the 30. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. This one's taken in by Hill. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achan. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll get this to come. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Go.
From the 47. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away.
Oh, he loses the football. And the Dolphins got it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it... over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost him. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
Come on, three, kick. Ready. Out.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, come on, two. Out.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate, Russell Wilson. He loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and then he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
From midfield now. He's on the move. Throwing deep down the left. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play in the opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's looking deep. What? He's got it inside the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here we go. Will line up for the 2-point conversion. Chap 60.
He has it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A-Chain running to the right. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He gets loose down the right side. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
44, ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. 8-10, reels it in.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Tua now from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Cup on the catch. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pass complete to Walker. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
21G.
First down. Here's Tua. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And in for the Miami touchdown. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Dolphins watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, get set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Has a man, it's Achane. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Watson. At the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Go ahead.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. He put everything he had into this one. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they threw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Number 1. All right. Ready.
Here's A-Chain running right. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
That's it. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
H.M. will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Here's Tua. Has it in close. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll throw it. Has a man. It's Brown. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Into the hands of Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He'll throw it yet again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. This one's taken in by Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Able to find Achan. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Here's Tagovailoa again. He puts everything behind this one. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Walker hauls it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling left by, and all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st down, here's Tua. Flushed out of the pocket. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Pass complete to Walker. Space past the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Putting a receiver in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he
intercepts it. That is exactly what they need. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Man in motion here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. He puts some juke. They connect on the deep shot. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Pass play now. This throw is cupped. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
44. Ready. Ready.
Another try following the sack. And they pick him off again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Pass play on 1st and 10. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. And quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go. Set.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. Now perhaps a touch of sweat forming as that backs this up from a 33 to now a 38-yard extra point try. Getting another shot at 2 here.
Let's
The
go now.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Running back sent in motion. He's throwing for it. It's caught. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. quick slant taken in by Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home.